Very warm welcome to Waluscha and Iqbal. We have you all here on Bollywood Life to talk about your new web series, Crackdown. It's looking crackingly good. It's looking crackingly exciting. And we would like you all to share with our viewers everything that you all has gone into making out this web series about your characters and also some other questions which we have for you all. So a huge round of welcome to you all.
It's a pleasure talking to you, Russell.
So I'll begin with Waluscha. The Crackdown is looking like a slick espionage thriller, and obviously we have two of you all with us now. You and Iqbal. The cast is big. What are you exactly doing over here in this serial, as far as as far as your role is concerned, as far as the preparation for the role is concerned? Tell me something about the action also, because looking a lot of action is this. So tell me something about it.
Yeah, Russell. So without revealing too much about my character, because I'm hoping that people go out and watch it and love it, because we loved working on it. But I can't speak too much about my character. Yes, I can definitely tell you that Garima Kalra is a mother. She's a wife, and she's a little bit of a badass. And you're going to have to watch the series to understand exactly what I am telling you. Yes, my character has a lot of layers within it. It is an action thriller. Yes, there was a lot of action involved. We did train for 3 months for action, different types of kicks, various types of punches. And it was altogether a lot of fun. Yes, a lot of aches, a lot of pains through all of it. I had a ligament tear, so I was off my foot for 3 weeks. But it was absolutely thrilling. And, I've come to understand that action is a genre I totally love and I enjoy. And working with Iqbal, working with Apurva, working with Saqib and Shreya, they're just such wonderful people coming together to make this series, a huge success. So I just feel very fortunate to have shared this space with some amazing people.
Iqbal, what do you say about Iqbal Khan, which has not already been said from the days of a huge TV star, huge star, I don't like that word TV star, Kaisa Ye Pyar Hai, and then Kahi To Hoga. You have done so much. How do you keep reinventing yourself? Besides, I would like to know about your character, like Waluscha said, but also how do you keep reinventing yourself and how you keep bringing that same passion after so many years?
I think even on TV, I've always tried not that we actors, until they don't become producers, they don't have a choice of choosing their roles. So God has been very kind to me, the kind of roles that have come my way. So I have really literally no hand in that. So I've been lucky in that case. And also have made a slight effort of not doing something that I've done before, or not too much an effort, but yes, whatever was in my hand, to kind of do something that is slightly different. You have to keep in mind the medium that you're working for, because the audience is different. Keeping in mind that I'm an actor and I carry baggage of my performance, which I believe that should be a little realistic in whatever medium that I'm working in. So different kind of roles coming to me would be an answer for the TV bit. And as far as reinventing is concerned, it's very important for all of us to reinvent after every few years. I don't know anything else apart from acting. So I have to do it in this case. I can't suddenly start singing or become a musician or become anything else. वो भी आजकल fashion चल रहा है. But so I have to kind of be in this. And so there's another medium, which is movies. There's another medium now that's coming in the last few years, the OTT. And so it's like for an actor, it's like going from one medium to the other. So it's always new. So I guess, yeah, it's like a cool flow.
Waluscha, unlike what Iqbal said, like he's an actor and this is what he does, but you are someone who does balance multiple hats. You are a very good host. There's a lot of big reality shows you have hosted, Nach Bale and others. And also, besides OTT, there's been South also, which we have dabbled in. So, what do you like best? Whether you are more comfortable with acting, or you're more comfortable with hosting. What do you like better? What do you like more?
The thing is, I've never planned my life out ever. I've never thought that 1 year from now, this is where I want to see myself, or 5 years from now, this is where I want to see myself. I've just taken life as it's come to me. But yes, acting has always been a passion, something I've always wanted to do. It just didn't take off for me earlier in life. I started with my first film, Fan, and then and then I'm doing this OTT. So, like Iqbal said, for me, I'm an actor and I want to concentrate on acting, doing some good work, doing challenging work. So for me, whether it's a theatrical release or it's an OTT release, that really doesn't matter to me. My character needs to excite me. The plot needs to excite me. And yeah, just that. Hosting came my way. I was fortunate enough to be able to host this show with Manish Paul. Again, a great opportunity. I look at work with a lot of gratitude. I have huge responsibilities, so I do not have the luxury of being very picky. There are some things that maybe do not resonate with me, which I will probably not do. But for the most part, I'm just very grateful when work comes my way. And if it excites me, then I'm there.
Before I talk about Crackdown, again, there's a coincidence with your career that I would like to get your thoughts on. You started, besides the beauty pageant, your first commercial, if I'm not mistaken, was with Shah Rukh Khan. Then after some time, you did another commercial, the Hyundai commercial, some year again with Shah Rukh Khan. And then your first film again, Shah Rukh Khan. Okay, so what do you call this? You call this divine intervention, or you call this destiny? What exactly would you call this?
I don't know about divine intervention, but yes, I was lucky to have got this commercial at the age of 17 with Shah Rukh, the Pepsi commercial, and then to work with him again in Fan after so many years. Yes, we did a commercial just before we went on to Fan. We did a commercial together for Hyundai. So I think that was just great because we connected again after so many years, and that just set the tone for when we met on the film set. So very fortunate as far as that is concerned, a very enriching experience. I got to learn so much from somebody who comes with a wealth of knowledge, who's been in the industry for now some crazy 30 years and who's been ruling it for so long. So great human being, loves to talk about his family, loves talking about his children, just very humble. And I think that's a learning that I've taken from him, to just continue to stay humble and give 200% to whatever you're doing. You need to really feel it and give 200% of who you are to that character or to the project that you are, working on. And everything else is secondary. Everything else should come after. Once you're in that workspace, it's just you and your responsibility.
Okay, Iqbal, this is something when it comes to espionage thrillers or things connected with the country. Where sometimes, the script can go, and obviously we're not seeing Crackdown, but this happens at times when it comes to our medium, where the script can get a little overboard, where the jingoism sometimes creeps and all. Now, as an actor, if a script comes to you like this way, as an actor, do you consider yourself also responsible to, approach the writer and director and say that perhaps this needs to be toned down? And B, in Crackdown, how did you all manage to balance this when it comes to just the national side and jingle?
Your first part of the question, I personally hate fake chest thumping nationalism. I think those are the set of people who actually have nothing good to do for the country. They're just there out there to just. It's all fake, but when it comes to doing anything for the country, they'll be the first ones to run away. So I don't really. I think I find it very. I'll have to look for a word to describe it. Really low. And as far as this show is concerned, I can assure you that not even at one point of time you will see fake jingoism happening here. And I will give the credit to Apurva Lakhia for it, that he's made everything, even if there were few things in the script, he's balanced them out and he's a liberal man, so he has kept things very proportionate, and I don't think we've gone wrong in that department at all. And he's also one of us who feels that when you're going to do it, you do it. You just have to. You don't have to go out there. Make sure that your voice is heard. Yeah, none of that. Yeah.
Waluscha, now that the OTT medium is booming in such a way, and people who were not on the medium post-lockdown, it's like everybody has come on the medium. We would like to know is that now do you think so? Perhaps, like you said, it happened a little late for you, but now for artists in general, for all actors, it won't be difficult at all to get projects because there's projects happening on so many OTT platforms.
That's right. I think it's a great time for actors. Directors are exploring, they're thinking out of the box, they're coming up with such great characters within a series. Everybody has their moment where they can shine. They do not stereotype you. Also, what I really love about OTT is there is a realism attached to it, because I feel people now want to start connecting to what is real, whether they're characters, whether the way they feel or the way they speak, or emotions. I think people just want to connect to what is real right now. And like Iqbal was saying, we've got right now with this OTT platform, there's space to explore and take so many liberties. But even with our show, I think Apurva has just balanced that right, because creative liberties can be taken, but he's just kept it so real and so great and so exciting.
Iqbal, obviously after TV, you tried your hands, like you said, you're an actor, and for you you have to do different mediums. But do you feel that the OTT boom, if it happened some years ago, it would have been more beneficial for artists like you? Because considering how sometimes when Bollywood looks at the TV actors, they tend to get a little, prejudice. So do you think so? If this boom happened a few years ago, it would have been better?
I have been fighting with this since a long time. The point is, I don't know whose math is this. I don't know who creates this bit of calculation that the actor of a certain medium is fit for that medium and not this or that. It's anyone who has a vision, who actually knows this art as form of art completely, would believe that an artist is an artist. And as long as he knows his job, as long as he fits the bill, he can do it. But judging a person because he's done a certain kind of a medium work, for example, TV, okay? The audience of television is different, okay? So the broadcasters are very clear about it from their research. I don't believe in that research, okay? I think it's iffy. So their research mostly says that the audience that watches TV is the kind of audience that needs to be spoon-fed and they don't understand lots of things. I don't believe that. Okay, so when I go to work in that kind of medium, I still do my bit. Okay, अब मेरे को पे काम करते तो थोड़ा बहुत गुंडागर्दी कर दिया, अपने हिसाब से काम कर लेता हूँ. But otherwise, there is this thing. Just put on your head that you'll have to spoon feed them a little, and the audience and the makers for any OTT or movies are slightly matured, and they feel that it's for a different kind of an audience. So when they look at that stuff like a TV show or something, they find maybe the performance is a little over the top, but one has to understand that you don't have a choice but to do it that way. So my thing is, I've faced that a lot. In fact, I actually got off TV since last almost 2.5 years. I haven't done any TV.
Yes.
And my whole thing was I want to get into the space, and I was finding it very difficult to get in, because every time there was this thing of, though I must admit that now things are a little better, but it's still there. But there was always this thing of, यार टीवी एक्टर है, टीवी एक्टर है, अरे टीवी एक्टर है, टेररिस्ट माँ की आंख, टीवी एक्टर है ना यार, टीवी एक्टर है ना, एक्टर तो है ना? So one has to understand. So every time I heard this, I would always say, why don't you test me?
Yes.
You feel that I might do some Rasode Mein Kaun Hai performance? No, test me.
Yeah.
No, test me. So that takes a little longer route, but luckily Apu sir he does not belong to that category, and he's a man of his words, and he told me, no, Iqbal, you have to do this, and believe in it. He believed in me, and that's how I got it. And we luckily also in the Wood team had like-minded people, at least in this show. I don't know in the rest of the gang, but in this show, it's my first show with Wood. So I had the same kind of people who also believed in the same thing, who did not look at me from that point of view.
Waluscha, what about you? Have you, to say, like you said, it took a long time for you to get fan. Was it also because of this reason you have faced rejection only because you were not from the industry before?
No, I think that there are lots of preconceived notions. Yes, people tend to stereotype you or judge you by so many other things other than your craft. So like Iqbal said, even it's a longer process where you hear of a project and you want to send your tape in because you need people to see beyond beyond so many things, beyond what your life has been in the past, beyond what you're doing currently with your life. That shouldn't matter. And I think somewhere it did matter, but you're sending your tape in, auditioning for a role, proving that, you have what it takes and you can be seen in different avatars. And I have to say, thanks to Appu, because he really does not think that way, So whether it is Iqbal, whether it's me, we are also different from different, mediums. I mean, he's done television, I've done a film, and Appu could see us doing these roles. And for me, I'm so grateful that he believed in me and he thought that, I could pull this off. So really hats off to him for thinking out the box and, and taking a risk with all this.
Okay, before I wind up, last question to Waluscha again. I hope you don't mind, Iqbal. The last question, I'm just going to Waluscha again, because this is a fan-based question. We do a little interaction that we're going to come with these actors. And the question that has been asked most from us by the fans is they want to know about your time spent with Salman Khan on the farmhouse and the entire thing and what you all used to discuss. What was the time spent like? I'm going to be murdered if you don't tell me about this.
But I keep saying it time and again. Cases were increasing in Bombay. And we all have family, parents, kids. And we thought let's just get away for the weekend because the cases are increasing. And let's just go to the open space. Let's, just for the weekend, everyone thought that this is going to, it's going to get back to normal very quickly. And unfortunately, the cases only started increasing and then the lockdown was announced and we didn't have a choice but to stay put. And I cannot say that it was anything but a tough time. It was an emotionally tough on everyone. It was professionally tough on everyone. Work suddenly stopped. The economy crashed. Nobody knows when work is going to start. Nobody knows when the next paycheck is going to come. All of us, each and every one of us knew either relatives or neighbors, friends, family, parents, aunts, uncles that are not with us anymore, because of COVID. So it was a very tough time emotionally for everyone. There was so many ups, so many downs. And it was just great to see somebody like Salman display such immense amount of strength through it all. He was a source of inspiration and a source of strength to all of us here. And I think that's something that I learned coming out of this is, no matter how bad times are and the world could be crashing right in front of you, you just need to be really strong and make it through and pull through because you've got family that depend on you. You've got friends that depend on you. So, it's upon you and how you see a situation. And while everything else was going downhill, he was still there for daily wage workers. He was still there for neighboring villages who didn't have food. at that point, so sending so much sacks of rice and dal, atta, you name it, it was all in these bags. So yeah, I mean, through it all, of course, we managed to shoot Tere Bina as well, Jacqueline and him, and I helped with behind the scenes.
Yes.
Shot completely different with just one camera set up and using a lot of natural light that was available to us, because I think social media has also become so huge and so big, especially at a time like this. It's the only way we can connect with the audience and stay connected with our fans. So I think, again, lots of bravery displayed and lots of courage to put this together and still try and stay connected with his audience. So yeah.
Before signing off, given your proximity now with the superstar, has he discussed a project with you?
No, inshallah didn't happen, unfortunately, with Sanjay Leela Bansali. But like I've told you before, I never plan my life out. I just let things happen. And I'm a believer that things happen at the right time. You can force, but the universe will just give it to you when the time is right. And my entire life has been indicative of that. So yeah, I just have my fingers crossed. I'm just going to continue to do my work. Right now, my focus is on Crackdown. I'm most excited about it. Please, everybody, go out and watch it on the 23rd of September. It's releasing on Root Select.
We are going to. Thank you so much, Iqbal. Thank you so much, Waluscha, for waiting and then being such sports and answering these questions so amazingly well. Everybody go and watch Crackdown on Root. It's going, like I said, looking crackingly exciting. So looking forward to that, and pleasure talking to you all.
Bye. See you.
Thank you, Russell.
Thank you, Reza. Bye.